Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and finally, probably no one is watching, yeah, but it's alright. Yeah, I finally beat this game. Finally, it took, I don't know, more than 20 hours. It was okay, and nothing compared to Zelda or The Witcher. But anyway, it was a long way, and I loved this game. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to take the chance and play separately the epilogue of this game, and we're done. We're done. This is it, I think. You can check out the video from yesterday, and you will see the last battle was very interesting. I mean, this is a hidden gem in my opinion. The game is really good, really good, and highly underappreciated. I have not seen a lot of reviews, not a lot of gameplays or let's plays or playthroughs, whatever. Yeah, some of the YouTubers that I know, which are very focused on JRPGs, say something about it, and the reviews are of course very positive. Apart from that, no one is talking about it, no one talked about it. It was launched I think last year, 2022 I think, and that's it. It went under the radar. No one played this, no one liked this, and I think that's a shame. So the only thing we need to do now is to talk one last time with all of the characters. I will do so, and that'll be it. So let's start with Gimma.
It's not so bad for a loner like me, but for those of you with family and friends, it's tough to keep track of what changed and what didn't. The world left us behind. Saying it like that sounds pretty lonely. It's nice to have you guys to share these complicated feelings with, though. It's unfortunate that even though history was rewritten, Naomi and the others are still dead.
Yeah, but she found a reason to live. I have to accept it and live myself.
You are so strong. I have to keep working hard until I retire, too.
That's so you. I knew I could count on you.
I guess people will say I'm a stick in the mud. Well, even if I've started to age, there should still be some time before my power starts to weaken. I plan to do all I can in the OSF until my superiors order me to retire. And after that...
You're going to help create the new system, right?
Yeah, Yuito said he wanted to change this country like I did. So I'm thinking I want to help him do that.
I see. He must be happy about your support. You should think about treating him to your cooking sometime. I bet your skills have improved.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty confident. I also expanded my repertoire. Although, I have to follow Naomi's recipes, or ones I found on the cooking database. Besides, I started a new hobby. Tsugumi is teaching me how to garden.
Sounds like you're living life to the fullest. I'm sure you'll find even more hobbies at this rate. I guess you won't have anything to worry about when you finally retire.
That would be good. By the way, I heard you were participating in the Lunar Surface Survey project.
Yes, people are probably suffering there like my sister did.
I was surprised when I first heard, but a part of me also understood. It was so like you, something really outside the box. I can't even imagine what challenges are waiting for you, but I'm sure you'll be able to get through them.
Yes, I'm confident.
That's what I like to hear. Go follow your heart. I'll be watching over you from down here.
And I'll be watching over you from the moon.
Is she going to the moon? I don't know. Yeah. Every character has a different personality. Of course different, but very specific, very detailed, very human as well. Really great how they wrote those characters. We don't find this anymore in movies, for instance, or maybe in books. We find so detailed characters as in this one. Yeah, anime maybe, or manga. Yeah, at the end of the day, they come from Japan, so they know how to write characters. So, Araishi?
Karen traveling through time and Alice being alive. It's like an exaggerated butterfly effect. Trying to figure it out would be a waste of time. Frankly, it was a miracle. I hate saying something so illogical, though.
Arashi would be the right pronunciation in English. In Japanish, it would be Arashi? Arashi? I don't know.
What are you going to do?
Me? I don't have any big plans. I'll just stay in the OSF and it'll be the same old, same old. I could just retire and sleep all day, but such a sudden lifestyle change sounds like a pain.
Because you're worried about Major General Fubuki?
Do you think I'd do something so illogical? Well, it's not like I don't plan to look in on him sometimes. I just don't want him to go messing around somewhere and have to go running to help him.
That sounds like worrying.
Well, you're free to interpret things that way if you want. Being stubborn will only expend needless energy. I want to increase the energy efficiency to coincide with Arashi version 2.1's official release. Now, if only I could put an end to keeping up that fake smile for the OSF's PR work. I want to go to the moon too.
You heard I was going to the moon?
Yeah, since I'm in charge of PR. Anyways, that's quite an idea, leaving Earth. I have trouble just leaving the house. However, that's an interesting viewpoint. I'm a little interested in space development, especially zero gravity. Just floating effortlessly and sipping soda out of a straw? That's the dream.
Even with version 2.1, you're still the same old Arashi.
Arashi.
Enough joking around, Kasane. You chose a pretty hard path. Just try your best and promise you'll come back safely.
Okay, I promise. So will you be updated to your next version by the time I come back?
I didn't even think about it, but that's possible. I don't know what the future holds. Well, let's just say you'll have to wait and see when you come back.
I had a little problem though with the names characters. I mean, they are Japanish, of course, and some of them were not translated. We have here no Joss, no John, no Katie or something. Yeah, they are all Japanese names, and I called this guy Frodo. So I never knew how to call him. Hey, come on, I want to talk to you. Yes.
Perhaps the reason we know that history has changed is because we were connected to you via SAS.
Luca, right. Yeah, that was not that complicated.
Due to some effect of the Red String's power, we weren't affected by the change.
He's actually no kid. He's already an adult, but in a small package.
Thanks to that, my brother will not be forgotten. Regardless of the outcome, I think that was good.
You were worried about losing your power. Has anything changed?
There's no change currently, though I am sure that, like Yuito, the possibility of losing my power is still present. I don't feel as uneasy or impatient as I did before, though, and I did have you to listen to me. I'll do what I can now. I'll fulfill my duty as an OSF soldier and slowly change this country.
A country where being a dud isn't a disadvantage.
Yes. Think of it as an offering to my brother's memory. I was suffering in secret, just like my brother. Worrying about what could happen because I was a dud.
Should I say condolences about Karen? I haven't been able to really accept what's happened yet.
Me neither. I'm still coming to terms with this new world. It's such a strange feeling. We're the only ones left from before the timeline change.
You're right. The entire world changed without us. That's not something that happens every day.
I once said that my brother is possessed by powers. Perhaps in the end, my brother was manipulated by the tremendous power of the red strings. Or perhaps my brother was happy to fulfill his wish using that power.
I don't know, but he probably doesn't have any regrets. He doesn't seem like the type.
Yes, that is how he was.
I won't forget about Karin.
Thank you.
And this is the main character. We have two characters we can select to play the story. Yuito is here, is this guy. Oh, come on, man, I want to talk to you, not to you. To you.
Major General Fubuki is a little late. Maybe I should contact him. By the way, do you want to talk to the others?
Yeah, right away.
Okay. I'll contact Major General Fubuki.
Of course, that would be the last one we need to talk to.
Karin talked to me a few times when I was a cadet.
Hanabi,
He was
yeah.
so nice too.
Great
At
character.
the time I wondered, why me? There's nothing special about me.
And by the way, every character has a different ability, like superpower or something. The superpower of Hanabi is fire.
I finally understand. It was because I look so much like Aunt Alice. You know a lot about Seiran City, right, Kasane? We should go sometime. I want to learn about cities other than Suo, like what kind of people live there and the lives they lead.
Sure, I don't know too much, but I can show you around.
Thanks. So, when would be good? We should probably do it soon.
Why?
Well, I heard that you're joining the project that's going to the moon.
Then you know. The planning and preparations will take time, so it's not like I'm leaving right away.
I realized that you were going somewhere, but I didn't think it'd be the moon. I was just so surprised how far ahead you're thinking. I think it's a really amazing decision.
It's not that amazing. I'm just doing what I want to.
That's what makes it amazing. I mean, we're talking about the moon. It's really far away.
Yes, it
Do
is.
you think it's reckless?
No. I already told you before. I'll always have your back, no matter what path you decide to take. I mean, we're friends. Distance doesn't matter between friends, even if it's from the Earth to the moon.
Thank you. I feel so much better knowing that you're cheering me on from Earth. And I'll be cheering you on from the moon. I know you'll be able to tell Yuito how you...
Ah! Don't say it out loud!
Really?
How
I
you
think
feel
it's
about him?
important. Anyway, good luck.
Yeah, but if you say you're going to be cheering me on from the moon, I'll get embarrassed every time I look up at it.
You're strange, Hanabi.
What? That goes for you too.
The game took, for me, like 20 hours, and I'm pretty sure 10 hours, pretty much the half of it, was about talking and getting to know the characters. That's why at the end of the game you have a very, very special relationship, and you can identify with every one of them. That's fantastic. Tsugumi, yes.
Even if it's just a little at a time, if we can reduce the number of others, then we'll be able to walk around outside more freely. I'm sure that there are lots of forests and fields of flowers I haven't seen in the world.
She's great. I think this is one of my favorite characters. You get to know her better, and you know she's like very close, not talking so much. She doesn't have a lot of friends, and she don't know how to keep up in a conversation. And actually you can see it in her style. She covers one of her eyes with her hair, and that tells you that she is very, very introverted. A wonderful detail, if you ask me.
Someday, I'd like to look for places like that. I I bet there are plants I've never seen on the moon, too.
That's probably true, but why? Are you planning to go to the moon?
No, you. I heard you were going to the moon.
Oh, so you knew. Not right away, but that's my plan.
So, it's true.
I won't be able to have tea and talk with you face to face once it happens.
Can I ask why?
Did you hear about metamorphosis happening on the moon? If people there are suffering like Naomi, I don't want to idly watch from the sidelines.
I actually thought I wanted to go to the moon too. But when I talked to Kaguro about it, he told me absolutely not.
He really cares about you. I'm sure he's just worried.
Yeah. But this whole time, I had regrets. I was shocked when Naomi transformed in front of me. I couldn't do anything. It's not like me going would change anything, and a change in environment really makes me anxious. But still...
Still, you wanted to go to the moon to help someone.
Yes. Besides, I'm also interested in moon vegetation.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
If you're serious about it, then you'll be able to convince Kaguro. Besides, it'd be reassuring to have you come with me. It was so easy when we teamed up for my first training exercise back when I joined the OSF.
Yes, it was easy for me too, because you were so confident for a rookie. I'm going to try to convince Kaguro. I mean, I don't really need to. He should understand once he realizes I'm serious.
Yes. Let's go together. I'll help you collect moon plants.
Yeah,
That would be great.
would like to see that. And Kaguro is this guy, which I think is kind of creepy, because he likes to date young girls. The problem is, I mean, who doesn't? But the problem is, he's 2,000 years old, and we found through the story, his daughter died, and she's trying to get some kind of contact with young girls to remember his daughter, which is kind of sick, if you ask me. But well, anyway, moving
I've
on.
seen many generations these past 2,000 years, but there hasn't been one quite as shocking as this. Well, I suppose it won't be that bad to be buried in this era. It looks like Togetsu's cryogenic sleep device is stopped too. So I guess that means I need to be awake and live. Well, I'm destined to go to prison. At least I'll have work to absorb me until then.
Yeah, you should make up for what you did.
I'm prepared for that. Anyway, I hear you're going to the moon?
Yes. I suppose the moon is your home. Do you want to go back?
I don't think so. That feeling is gone.
So, you don't have any connection to it now?
That's complicated too. I linger over it sometimes. Like, I want to know what happened to my family. I know they're not alive anymore. There might not even be any trace of them. Even so, I want some clue. Maybe I want to see what kind of lives the two of them led, and what the moon is like now.
Then you should come to the moon too.
Then abandon the responsibility of what I did here? I can't do that. That's too selfish.
You can come after you pay for your crimes. I'd feel reassured if I knew you were coming eventually.
That's unexpected. Do you really rely on me that much?
No, I just think Shin Daniel's knowledge would be useful. So, I'll be waiting for you on the moon.
You can be surprisingly kind sometimes. I hope my Tsugumi grew up to be like that.
Your Tsugumi?
My Tsugumi.
Oh, right. I didn't tell you. Don't tell anyone. It's awkward.
It's sick.
My daughter's name is Tsugumi.
Oh.
Her hair was a lot like yours.
Oh.
I see. That's why you were so pushy about our date.
I always wanted to go somewhere with my daughter when she was grown. Well, the only part of you that's like her is your hair. Because I'm sure my daughter grew up to be a much kinder, stronger, smarter, and well-behaved individual.
Like our
Well
Tsugumi?
behaved.
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I was first drawn by her name, but that was just the start. I know she's not my daughter. I like our Tsugumi for who she is. She's a really good girl.
She'd be glad to know that. So, what are you going to do? Are you coming to the moon?
I think I'll leave the preliminary surveying to you while I do my time. That's not too much to ask, is it?
Fine, but I'll put you to work when you finally get there.
At the beginning, some of the ideas of this game sound kind of stupid, like moon vegetation, but after a while, if you invest some time in the story, they kind of have a point. Maybe in 2000 years something is... Oh, I didn't want to do... Something's different, and maybe the humankind managed to change something in the moon. Who knows?
You're gonna join the Lunar Surface Survey Project too, right, Kasane? I wonder if my power will reach the moon. It probably won't, though. I actually run an OSF fan site, so I want to post news about you on the moon. It's not just you, though. I want to post updates and share with everyone on the net about all the people that go there from the OSF. I got it. What if you write some kind of lunar diary while you're there? Then we can turn it into a book. I'll help.
That'll be good. They are so like the command center. They were this guy and his sister,
I'm thinking of applying for the Lunar Surface Survey Project.
Haruka.
There's so much drama hanging out with you. You're so eccentric. I was only logistical support here, so I hope I get out there together with you on the moon. I like getting exercise. I'll have your back too. Let's do our best.
Thank you. Oh, what was her name?
It looks like the new Himuka government is dismantling the Togetsu faith.
Kyoka, right?
The design children there will probably be dealt with too, as they should be. I hope that the information Togetsu has can help this country's future. That also includes my knowledge. However, I think the moon is the best place for my knowledge to be put to use.
Because you have Dr. Pope's knowledge?
Yes. Also, Dr. Pope was from there. I hope I can use this knowledge to help the moon. These memories have given me a hard time, but if they can be of use, maybe they're worth it to pay my debts.
Debts? It brought you so much grief. I think it'll be good to get revenge on the moon.
Yes, but one of the reasons I was born was to carry on these memories. Also, lately I've started thinking that Dr. Pope's memories are a part of me too. Maybe I've had a change of heart.
I see. I'm glad.
It's thanks to you that I could think this way. Thank you for giving me a chance at a second life.
You chose this life yourself. It's not like I created it for you.
If you hadn't faced the Togetsu remnants with me, I'm sure I would still be a prisoner to my past. So I wanted to repay you. I mean, this is what I really wanted. I don't know if I'll get permission since I used to be a Togetsu spy. I put in a request to join the Lunar Surface Survey Project. If they allow me, I'll be able to look after you.
I can take care of myself. No, I might have you help me with something other than cooking if you want.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I'll be sure to bring you plenty of charms.
Yeah, the characters, they have a personality. Let's go back to Tsugumi, for instance, because I remember a lot of her. She's, as I mentioned before, very closed, introverted, and so on. Her power is clairvoyance, and she's also interested in gardening, so that makes a really whole, robust character. This guy, last one, Yeah, who the hell is... what's his name? I don't know, we will come to that in a minute. He's kind of like into Kazan, and they never accepted it. Maybe now something is happening between the two of them, but he was always a little bit arrogant towards Kazan. He didn't want to accept that he had feelings for her. Let's see what happens at the end.
I thought that if history changed and Alice was alive, maybe Captain Seto was too.
Shiden, of course, Shiden. I made fun of this name the whole game.
But we weren't so lucky. He's gone. I feel like I understood Karen just a little for a moment. But I wouldn't want to do the same thing. I heard you were going to the moon.
Yes, that's right.
How selfish. I'll be glad to have you gone. You've had me running all over the place.
What are you going to do, Shiden?
Don't ask questions you know the answer to. I'm staying in the OSF, so they have to recognize my strength.
I thought you'd stopped worrying about what other people think.
I'm not worried about what other people think. I want to have more of a voice in the OSF. The fighting between Seiran and Suo hasn't completely died down yet. The cities will need to continue improving their relationship. I don't want bloodthirsty idiots who don't know anything giving me orders.
Well, you surprisingly put some thought into this. I figured you were only interested in making yourself stronger.
Of course I still want to be stronger. But that won't be enough to beat you. I thought you were like me. But then you said you wanted to go to the moon. I've started to look at the big picture as well as the future because I don't want to lose to you.
That wasn't my intention, but it's good to have a broad perspective. Besides, you might finally gain the composure you need to lead a platoon.
You're looking down on me again. Oh well, you should know that I'm going to beat you one of these days. Maybe not now, but one day. So you can't just leave without a rematch.
Okay, we'll meet again.
I didn't say I wanted to see you, but I'm also not saying I don't.
Yeah, he was always like that. That was a very nice dynamic. So, yeah, let's...
Major General Fubuki is a little late. Maybe I should contact him. By the way, do you want to talk to the others?
I already did. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Sorry for keeping everyone waiting.
No problem.
When's the last time everyone got together like this? I'm glad to see nobody's changed.
It hasn't been that long. I've been so busy I actually lost track of time. Man, I need a break.
That makes sense since you've had to deal with the media every day. Seriously, good work.
It appears there hasn't been much change with the others in this area.
While new others haven't appeared since the extinction belt dissipated, it's not like the ones already here just suddenly went away.
Yeah. Looks like I won't be retiring anytime soon.
That's right. We need to keep protecting everyone.
I heard they're going to change the other reports to a system that tracks them on the surface.
It looks like things are going to start changing around here. Little by little.
All right.
Let's
do what we came here to
Oasis
do.
was right. So this is all happening after the credits.
That should do it. I want to thank everyone for coming today to honor him.
So we're the only ones who remember Karen.
The world changed, but we weren't affected by it.
Erasing his own existence like that? I never would have thought he had it in him.
Maybe it was the price to change the world the way he desired. Although I'm sure he doesn't look at it as paying a price. Why do you have to go off and make me an only child?
He will exist as long as we remember him.
Correct.
We know that he was here in this world.
Yes.
Well, are you guys ready to head home?
I wouldn't mind taking out a few others around here on our way out.
Such the diligent soldier. Who in their right mind asks to do more work?
Kasane. I heard that you're leaving. That you're going to the moon.
Yes. It's something I've been thinking of ever since we heard about it in Togetsu. If the people there are suffering from metamorphosis, then there might be something I can do to help them. What if we can control the other particles by using New Himuka's metamorphosis technology? Wouldn't that be ironic?
I'm glad to hear a lot of people will be helping you. Honestly, I half expected you to try to do it alone.
I would if I had to.
Wait just a second, I'm gonna make a picture of this. Alright. Oh. Yep.
It won't be a problem. Even if I'm alone.
Damn, that's also good.
Yeah, you're right. We're alone. Maybe that's just part of being alive. But we're still connected. No matter how far we go.
Yuito, what'll you do now?
I figure I'll stay in the OSF a little bit longer. After that... who can say? I'd like to make a society where powers don't decide your fate. And I need to deal with my family's... actions. Changing the world is definitely a tall order. I know it'll take more than just talk.
Don't forget, we saved the world. We already did the hard part. That's why. It's up to you to protect this place.
Right. I've got this.
That was really cool, you guys. So yeah, we had kind of like a cliffhanger. Kasane's story cleared, so we need to play with Yuito. I don't know about that. 27 hours. Holy crap. 27 hours, it's a little bit, so I will give it a break, and maybe in a couple of months I will come back. Anyway, obtain Phantom Art, Phoenix and the Moth document. Can exchange for item at shops. Alright. X new game unlocked. Additional playthroughs. When you clear the game with either Yuito or Kasane, X new game will be added to the title screen. You can start the game again, maintaining your level and items. That's good. Also, when the game cleared save data is loaded, you will restart from the hideout. There are more quest givers in each area. You can accept these special quests. That's interesting. I will think about it, definitely. Anyway, if there is a part 2, keeps going. How cool is this? And this is Actually, the main menu graphic. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if there is ever a sequel to this game, I'm in. I'm totally in. This game is a gem. It was beautiful, and I was very happy to be able to play it. If someone's watching, don't go. I will make a short break and I will play something else. It was only 40 minutes. So stay a little bit and I will start something different.